Good morning, everyone. What is up? Hope everyone is having a great day. As the description says, we are going to be teaching you how to set up a stream using Streamlabs OBS. It is super simple to do. I'm going to get you guys starting streaming today if that is what you want, which hopefully it is if you're watching this or not. Maybe you just want to watch how it's done in case you want to know. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and move this over. This is my Streamlabs desktop so you guys can see it. Ta-da! This is where all the magic happens. You can already see my setup here. This is completely set up exactly how I want it right now, but I'm going to show you guys, of course, how to do it from scratch. So just pretend like you want to get to this place, and we'll show you how to get there. So I'm going to show you how mine kind of looks right now. As you can see, we're on the live screen right now. I have a ton of stuff over here, and I'm going to show you how to add most of these things. A little bit of these are not going to be talked about right now. We'll maybe discuss these in a more advanced tutorial later, but it's going to be just the basics. We also have some additional scenes over here. We have, for example, our intermission screen, where if we want to take like a 10 or 15 minute break, we'll go into intermission, and people will still be able to see the chat as well as the gameplay over here on this side. So we're going to show you how to set up all these. We've got a starting screen, a back soon screen, an ending screen, offline screen. We're going to show you how to set all this stuff up. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have a link in the description below on how to download Streamlabs OBS, as well as a link to the Discord. If you guys have any questions, you can ask in the comments, or even come on to the Discord and ask me questions personally, and I'm happy to answer them. So let's go ahead and get started with how to get this set up. So over here is where you select your different scenes. Right now, my scene I use is called Gilded. I did create a YouTube test scene for you guys, and this is where we're going to go to get started. So let's go ahead and jump over there, and we'll continue this video from there. Be right back in 1 second. Alright guys, so we are back and we are in the YouTube test scene now. As you can see, I just clicked on YouTube test scene and it brought us to this basically brand new scene. The only thing that is on here right now is a screen capture and audio input capture that I had to add before I showed you guys, or else you wouldn't be able to hear me or see my screen. So I will show you how to add these. Alright, so the first thing we're going to add is a webcam so you guys can see me. Don't want to miss any of this beautiful face, of course. So super easy. We're just going to go over here to sources. We're going to hit plus, and we're going to go to general, and we're going to find our video capture device. We're going to go ahead and click on it and add source, and you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and call it webcam for this video. I'm going to go ahead and add the source real quick, and ta-da, it's really huge. Let me just go ahead and minimize this real quick so you can see what I'm doing here. Alright, so let's go ahead and open the webcam up again, double click it. This is what it looked like when I added it. You just couldn't see it a second ago. So when you add your webcam device, you're going to see this pop up. And right here where devices, this is where you're going to pick your webcam. So I use Logitech Brio, but I run it through in the NVIDIA Broadcast software. NVIDIA Broadcast is what I use to blur my background and do other cool things. I have talked about that in a previous video, so you should definitely check that out. I'll link that below as well. But we're going to go ahead and click on NVIDIA Broadcast. It's probably going to freeze my camera for a second. It did, but there it goes. It's unfrozen. So yeah, so that is how you add your webcam. Boom. Let's go ahead and minimize it a little more just so you can see better. All right. And then just to show you how I added these other two, audio input capture, same thing, sources, hit plus. You're going to go ahead under general sources right here. You'll find your audio input capture device. You'll double click it. And when you do, it's going to bring up this right here. It's going to have a little drop down. You're going to pick your microphone. I used the blue snowball, but again, I run it through NVIDIA Broadcast. So I'll go ahead and select it NVIDIA Broadcast and hit OK. And then your audio input capture device is there. Finally is the screen capture. Again, same way to add it. You hit plus. And it's under essential sources right here, and screen capture. Just double click and add it, and it'll ask you which monitor you want to pick, and you'll pick the monitor, and boom, you'll have it on your screen. You can hide this at any point by clicking this eyeball. You can hide any source basically by clicking the eyeball. So we're going to take it out. You see now it's gone, and we'll add it back. I strongly suggest everyone have a screen capture in their sources. It is very useful to have. Again, you can just turn it off and on, but you always want to have it there in case you want to show something that is not gameplay. For example, I use mine to show my Discord sometimes, to show a video on YouTube. If I'm looking at something on the internet and I want to show my stream what I'm looking at, screen capture is what I use. So I always have that as one of my sources, and I always just have it turned off unless I'm ready to use it, and then I turn it back on. So just a bit of advice, a little tip there for you. Have screen capture in your sources all the time, ready to go, because you never know when you're going to want to use it. Next thing we're going to go ahead and add is an alert box. So of course, if you've seen my streams, which I'm sure many of you have, whenever someone subscribes or follows or gives a donation, it pops up and goes, you know, John Doe is subscribed, John Doe is donated, John Doe has liked your stream, which is really cool to see. So we're going to go again to sources, add source, and right here under essential sources, you're going to see your alert box. And we're just going to go ahead and double click it, add a source, and you can actually change everything you have here. You can change the picture on each of these. You can change the sound effect to whatever sound effect you want. You can upload your own, or Streamlabs comes with a bunch you can pick from. And you can do this for each and every one of your different alerts. So we're going to go ahead and close this, and now we have our alert box right here. We'll go ahead and test it out. Right here at the bottom right has test widget, and we'll do a new subscriber. Boom, new subscriber, Super Zidon. Super Zidon, thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. So you don't miss these opportunities to thank the people that come to watch your stream. It's nice to have these alert boxes. A quick bit of advice: as you get more popular and you have more people following you or subscribing to you or giving you donations, you're probably going to want to move this out of the way, like over to the side somewhere, because you don't want it to be appearing over and over again, especially in crucial gameplay moments, and people watching your stream won't even be able to see your game because you got alerts just popping up. So as you get more popular and more people are following you, you might want to move this out of the way so it's not seen so much. But yeah, that's your alert box right there. Another great feature to have is a chat box. So if you're streaming to multiple platforms, which you can using Streamlabs, you have to be a Prime member. If you're a Prime member, you can Streamlabs to basically everything at one time. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, you can stream to it all at the same time. So of course, you may or may not know, if you're streaming to multiple platforms, everybody cannot see each other's chat. So Facebook won't be able to see YouTube. YouTube won't be able to see Twitch. Twitch won't be able to see YouTube, so on and so on, right? So if you want everybody to see each other's chat, or it's even good to have if you're trying to cut and edit videos later, you want to see that chat in the video. Like for example, when I had the Jakerton raid, had I not had that chat in the video, we wouldn't be able to see the chat just flying by in those videos I posted. So it's a good idea, I think, to have chat in your video. So again, sources, hit plus, and we're going to go down to widgets, I believe is where it's at. Nope, I am wrong. Let's go to general. Is it under general? Let's see. I forget where these are at sometimes. I apologize. Let's see. Where is the chat box? The chat box it is under widgets. I just missed it. So widgets and chat box right here. So we're going to go ahead and add a chat box. And again, you're going to have many options. You can change the fonts, the size, it can show badges, all kinds of things here. You can have it where it always shows the messages. I personally don't like that. I like it to disappear after a little while if no one's chatting or something like that, or if there's a break in the chat. So I don't have this box checked. You can also pick how many messages are shown, a chat delay. There's all kind of things you can do here. You can look through this when you have time. For now, we're going to leave it just the way it is. Click done. And then we got our chat box, and we can put our chat box wherever we want. Let's just put it down here. Doesn't really matter. Oops. Let's go and put it down here, and you can resize it to as big as you want or as small as you want. And as you can see, when you resize, it resizes the whole box. If you don't want to resize the whole box, you can hold your Alt key down, and you can just do one side. You can make it as narrow or as wide as you want, or as long, high, or as like as tall or as low as you want, tall or short, I guess. So yeah, so you can actually make adjustments to this without having to change the whole box size. Again, if you let go of the Alt key, it's going to change the whole thing. But Alt key is great for like the webcam too. Let's say if I don't want to just make my webcam bigger or smaller, but I do want to like maybe cut out part of the area, like maybe I don't want this part of the webcam to show, right? I'm going to hold down the Alt key and I can just take that out and make this box a lot smaller, and now you can just be seeing just this part of me, you know? So definitely that is an option if you want to do it. All right, and last but not least, we need to add your game capture device. We want people to be able to see what games you are playing, right? So very important one, don't want to miss it here. Again, sources, hit plus, and we're going to go ahead and find our game capture right here. It's under general sources, game capture. We're going to go ahead and open that up, and boom. As you can see right now, my webcam just disappeared, and that's because if you look down here, we have game capture. Oh, let's go ahead and go put screen capture here so you can see screen capture. Sorry guys. So you still can't see my face, of course, but as you can see here, screen capture, whatever is on top is what's going to be shown right now. So webcam is down here on the bottom. If we want to see our webcam on top of our game capture, we need to move webcam up to the top here. So we're going to move webcam on top of everything, and there. Now we can see our webcam again, and if we take away the screen, we'll be able to see our webcam on top of the game capture. Now just a quick bit of advice. When you add your game capture device, you see this has like a gray picture in the background. You can change this to whatever you want, and I do suggest changing it. If you have a logo, I would change it to your logo. You can put any picture you want, actually. All you gotta do is double click game capture, click customize placeholder, and then you use browse, and you can find whatever you want. So for example, I'm gonna go ahead and pick my Ziding Gaming logo. Oh, that's the wrong one. I resized one specifically for this. There it is. So there is a Ziding Gaming logo. And again, you can pick whatever you want. It could be a random picture. It could be your logo. I definitely suggest doing this. That way when your game is not up for some reason, people can see your logo and be like, hey, it's Ziding Gaming, you know, right there. So yeah, that is pretty much it at this point, guys. You are ready to start streaming. You have your webcam, your screen capture. You know what, let's get back to screen capture actually. Sorry guys. Yeah, so anyways, you have your webcam, your screen capture, your game capture, your chat box, your alert box, your audio input. You are ready to go live and start streaming to people right now, right? But maybe you want this to look a little more fancy. Maybe you want to have a box around your webcam. Maybe you want to have bars that shows your top donator, your most recent donator, most recent subscriber, most recent follower, things like that. We're going to go ahead and talk about that in the next segment. So if you want to see how to make your stream look a little more, you know, lively, let's go ahead and cut to this next part of the video, guys. Here we go. Okay, so the third one down here is going to be themes. I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and we're going to check out the themes that Streamlabs has to offer. Now, I am a Prime member, so you might not have all the ones that I have access to unless you get Prime, of course, but there are a lot of great free ones. But I'm going to go ahead and just pick one here. We'll do Vision. So let's see, I'm just going to pick Vision. So here you can install Prime and theme. If you want to look at them, you can click on them and it'll kind of show you what all it has within it. It has, you know, offline, starting soon. Looks like it has an intermission screen. So let's go ahead and install this theme. It'll probably just take a second to install here. As a fresh scene collection. Okay, it is installed, and boom, here we are. So as you can see right now, the webcam is not working. We're going to go ahead and fix that right now. We're going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? We're going to add a source for screen capture. Actually, give me 1 second, guys. Got to add a screen capture back so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, and boom. All right, so let me move this down under the webcam. All right, here we go. All right, so you can't see me right now, but I'm going to fix that, and we're just going to double click our okay, so these ones have folders actually. So if you click on the folder, it's going to be everything that's underneath the webcam, right? So here is the webcam. Let's go ahead and double click it, and let's go ahead and pick our NVIDIA broadcast real quick so we can see ourselves again. Probably going to be frozen for a second. Ah, it wasn't frozen. Great. All right. So as you can see, this started out really huge. Whoever made this theme wanted to the video of the person's face to be huge on the screen. This I feel like is a little too big. It's up to you. Maybe you want it this big. I feel like it would take up too much of the gameplay personally. So we're gonna resize this. I'm gonna show you a couple different things here. You can resize just the webcam alone by clicking on just the webcam, and you can resize your webcam, you know? But of course, you want it to fit inside the box you have here. So let's go ahead and fit it back inside the box. And if you want to resize this whole box at one time, all you gotta do is click on the whole folder. Click on the whole folder, and then we're gonna resize this whole thing and make it to where we can see everything else. All right, so this is a good size for now. Again, you can make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want to do for your stream. But for now, that's what I'm going to have it as. All right. And as you can see, when you download this, this already has your audio capture device. I didn't have to add it. It has your game capture device. I didn't have to add it. It has the webcam, it has your alert box, and then here are your overlays. So of course you have your webcam here, and as you can see, you have your recent donator right here on the left. You have your recent follower here on the right, and you can change these to whatever you want. If you don't want to have a recent donator, you can double click this. You can change it to whatever you want. I mean, literally anything you want. You can change it to donation goals. You can change to recent follower, recent subscriber, cheers. I mean, you can literally change it to whatever you want. Maybe you don't want to see this webcam frame anymore. You can easily take anything out of your scene. You can delete it, or you can just, if you want to have it there for later maybe, you can just click on this eyeball. So I click on the eyeball, you can see the frame is now gone. Click on the eyeball, the frame is now back. Same thing with all these. Recent donator, if you don't want to see it, just take out the eyeball and boom, you don't see it. Put it back. This big old thing right here where it says top donator right here, this is huge. I personally would not have this in my stream. You can definitely have it in yours if you want to, but I wouldn't. So that is your, it looks like top donator box here. I'm just going to go ahead and hide this whole thing by clicking the eyeball, and now it's gone. I think that's much cleaner. Here you have your top overlay. Again, if you don't want this, you can just go ahead and hide it by clicking the eyeball, and it's gone now. If you want it back, just click the eyeball again, and there it is. And again, you can customize this however you want. You can change each one of these. Just click the folder. You can change any of these to whatever you want. Right now it has recent cheer, recent follower, recent subscriber, and recent donator. Just double click any of these and you can change them to whatever you want to change them to. So boom, that is it. It looks much nicer than it did before. It's got some nice graphics. And as you can look on our left here, it adds all these scenes for you. Let's go ahead and click on the intermission scene. It should already be set up. Alright guys, so we are in the intermission screen. Looks pretty awesome already. As you can see, we got the webcam already set up. It's got the nice box around us, has a nice animated background behind us. To your right is where you can have whatever you want to have. It should probably have game capture there. It doesn't look like it came with it. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put on my screen capture so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. It's kind of going to be smaller here, unfortunately, because I have to have it in this window. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. If you have questions, let me know. But you can see down here at the bottom has a webcam, alert box, intermission, which is the screen run, of course my screen capture and my webcam. So the alert box right now is over here to the right under the webcam. I'd probably put this in the middle just like it is, or even down here maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe in the middle or down here one. I'll put it down here for right now, out of the way. Looks like we're missing a chat box. Let's go ahead and add a chat box real quick. Sources plus, come down to widgets, chat box, hit add source, hit done. And let's go ahead and move the chat box underneath us. That way people can see the chat during intermission. Oops. So chat box, we're going to go ahead and make that bigger. There we go. So chat box is now right there where people can see what's happening during the intermission while people are chatting. We're going to go ahead and add a game capture device as well to put right here where my current screen capture is at. Again, sources plus, go ahead and click on game capture and add source, and then we'll want to shrink it down so it'll be behind this window also. There you go. Now as you can see right now, this is actually on top of the box, and that is because we need to move the game capture down. So let me take this out for a second. So as you can see right here, we're going to pull the game capture down right above webcam, and now we turn the game capture back on, you'll be able to see that it's behind the box. You see how it's behind the box now? That's what you want to give it that nice clean look, is you want it behind the box. So there you go, your intermission scene is set up well. You got your game capture, if that's what you want to show, right there. And again, don't forget, if you want to change that game capture background, just double click game capture, do customize placeholder here, and then you can pick right here on browse. You can pick whatever you want. So customize placeholder, click browse, and then you can pick whatever item you want. I'll pick my background again and hit close, and now then we have our nice logo background. So perfect. So all nice and set up now. The only other thing I would probably change on this maybe is that I don't like facing the other direction away from the game capture. So I'd either flip this horizontal, I think is what it is, right? Flip this horizontal so it'll be facing the other way, or you could just move these all the way around. So you can move the webcam if you wanted to, like on this side over here, and we can move the let's see, the screen capture and game capture over there. Actually, can I move this one? You know what? You actually can't move this one because that background is part of the screen. The screen background on that is part of the actual animated background. So you actually cannot move that. So yeah, the only option here would be to flip your camera that direction. I'm not going to do it right now. If you guys want to know how, maybe in another video. But yeah, there's your intermission screen. It looks perfect now. Got your webcam, your game capture over here. If we take away our screen capture, and then you got your chat box down there at the bottom underneath. So yeah, we are good to go there. You also got your be right back screen. You got your stream ending soon scene. You know, so yeah, I mean, you got all your stuff right here. And back to the live scene. So yeah, man, this is it. At this point, again, you are ready to start streaming again with a more fancier setup. And again, there's tons of themes Streamlabs has to pick from, free ones, paid ones. So I definitely suggest looking through those and making your stream yours. You know, it's going to be what you want, what you enjoy, and what works for you. I've tested out many things. I've gone through tons of different themes over the past year. And I never really do settle. Sometimes I just get bored and want to switch it up again, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. So finally, we're going to show you how to go live on this last part of the video. So stay tuned for the last part because this is the final episode. Here we go, guys. All right, we are here to go live. We're ready to stream. We're ready to meet our new fan base and get moving, right? So it's really easy to do. Super easy. Before I talk about it, just one more time, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. So I really appreciate it. Hopefully you find this video useful. So this is it right here, your go live button. Super easy to do. I'm going to click go live, and here it is. I already have all my stuff logged in. When you first set this up, you're not going to have yourself logged in. You're going to log into each one. You'll log into Twitch if you have Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you have. You can do TikTok. You can do Trovo, which I've never actually done. I'm not even sure what Trovo is. Sorry, Trovo. But yeah, you can stream to just one. You can stream to multiple. So again, real quick for Streamlabs, if you have to be a Prime member to stream to more than one thing at a time. So if you're not a Prime member, you can only stream to one streaming platform at a time. If you are a Prime member, you can stream to all of them at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and click on all three, and you have all your settings. Here are your common settings. This is mainly for the title of your video. This goes to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Description goes to, I think, just YouTube. On Twitch, you have your category, whatever game you're playing, or you can do just chatting if you're just chatting. So there's a lot of different things you can pick from. I'm going to go and put this back to Returnal so I don't forget later. Returnal's the current game I'm playing on Twitch. It'd be helpful if I can spell it right. Returnal. There we go. Facebook, here's the page you want to stream to. Mine is Ziding Gaming, of course. Here's the Facebook game you're streaming. I pretty much only stream Roblox on Facebook Gaming for the most part. Here's your YouTube settings down here. I definitely suggest you do ultra low latency on your stream latency. For the longest time, if you've been a part of my stream for a long time, you know that people used to complain about the very long delay between when they would say something and when they would hear me respond. I changed that to ultra low latency, and now it's like 4 or 5 seconds delay from when they're chatting with me to when I'm responding. So ultra low latency is definitely where you want to be. And then of course you can connect to Twitter as well, and when you go live, it'll share on your Twitter that, hey, you know, Super Ziden is live right now, go check him out. So once you have all this set up the way you want it to be set up, you just hit confirm and go live, and boom, you are streaming and ready to start talking to your fan base and start building a community and have fun with it. Just have fun streaming. It is such a good time. Try not to think about it as you're playing a video game, because that's what you love to do, right? Hopefully if you're streaming video games, you love to video game. And this is how I think of it. I'm going to be playing games no matter what. Play games that you love and enjoy. And, you know, people come on and talk to you and chat and, you know, follow you, subscribe to you. That is great. That's wonderful. That is what you want. But if they don't get discouraged. I mean, just enjoy yourself. Make sure you're chatting, talking about what you're doing. People, you never know who's going to be on the stream, because the stream does not always update right away. So, and you need to pay attention to your chat as well. I know this is supposed to be about Streamlabs OBS, but I'm still just going to give you a little bit of advice here. Try to remember to pay attention to your chat, because somebody might come on and say hi, and you're just off in your own world playing the game, and you look over 10 minutes later, and the person that said hi is gone because you never responded to them. So try to remember to keep your chat and your peripheral vision, you know, or try to glance over it every now and again. Don't let those opportunities pass you by. But again, in the end, the most important part is to enjoy yourself. If you're enjoying yourself, people hopefully that watch you are going to enjoy watching you enjoy yourself, and they'll want to be a part of that. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions, please comment below. Again, I'm going to have the link to the Discord as well. If you guys want to come into the Discord and ask me any questions, I'm happy to answer them in the Discord also. Again, like and subscribe to the video, please. Really helps me out. Hope you enjoyed this, how to set up Streamlabs OBS and start streaming. That's it, guys. This is Ziden Gaming signing off. I will see you guys on stream. Peace and love. Bye, guys.